And we welcome you live to Hladky Stadium here in beautiful Gillette, Wyoming for day one of the 2023 Northwest American Legion Baseball Tournament. Good afternoon, everybody. Elan, Olliff joined alongside Dan Hubbard here in the Union broadcast booth, where everything else is just internet. And Dan, we've got a fun matchup. It's the matchup of the capital cities. It's Helena, Montana versus Cheyenne, Wyoming.
And it's also a game between teams that have played very well on the year. Cheyenne has racked up 60 wins this year. They're 60-14. And Helena comes in having won 52 times this year. They are 52-15 on the season.
And it should make to be a fun afternoon. We're going to set the scene and let you know what's happened throughout the rest of the tournament here in day one. We'll be right back after this. You're tuned in to the 2023 Northwest Regional AA Tournament presented by Signature Real Estate Group in Gillette on mylocalradio.com.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzall, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uena counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
Get back to feeling your best with Evanston Regional Hospital Physical Therapy. If you find yourself struggling with pain or limited mobility in your everyday life, your recovery starts here. With a personalized treatment plan just for you, our experienced physical therapists will help you every step of the way to reach your goals and get back to doing what you love. Call us today to schedule an appointment. Evanston Regional Hospital, helping you get your life back.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uena County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uena County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Fresh and flavorful ingredients are what makes the best restaurants great. At El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant, each entree is prepared with only the freshest and tastiest ingredients. The menu includes everything from tacos to steak, fresh fruit waffles to omelets, and mouth-watering burgers to sandwiches. Come in and enjoy a meal today at the new El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant inside the log cabin on Bear River Drive.
Back at Hladky Memorial Stadium here in Gillette, Wyoming, side of the 2023 AA Northwest Regional Tournament. It is Cheyenne taking on Helena, and it's time for our scene set today, brought to you by El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant. El Paso, the best in the West in Evanston, Wyoming. Well, our first game featured Pocatello, Idaho, taking on Portland, Oregon. Pocatello's Runnin' Rebels victorious in a 2-0 battle. And then the second game featured Rocky Mountain Lobos out of Fort Collins, Colorado, taking on the Eagle River Wolves out of Eagle River, Alaska, and a 6-0 win for Rocky Mountain. You look at these two teams that are both into the winner's bracket, Dan. Pocatello and Rocky Mountain, what kind of stands out to you about them?
You look at both winners, and the one thing that stands out is pitching. Mm-hmm. Both those wins were pitching dominant in those games. It was 2-0 and 6-0, but it could very easily been more than that for the victorious side. But the way they threw the ball, the losers were not going to score a run in either one of those games.
That is our scene set today, brought to you by El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant. When we come back, we'll get you set for the start of this one. It's the 2023 AA Northwest Regional Championship Tournament, live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Signature Real Estate Group here in Gillette.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Napa know-how isn't just for guys like this. Power tools. Every driver deserves quality parts. Practical and cool. So you can do it yourself with Napa Auto Parts or get it done for you at a Napa Auto Care Center. Which means Napa know-how is for you, karaoke car lady. And never popped a hood guy.
I can pop a hood.
You too, Mr. Park a mile away. Oh yeah. Do it yourself or have it done for you. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
Covalos, your one-stop farm and auto shop.
Helping young people grow into productive adults is like putting a puzzle together. Each aspect of life is equal to one puzzle piece. Restful sleep, a healthy breakfast, a positive experience at home before school sets the tone for the whole day. Positive student interaction with teachers, district staff, coaches, and peers all add to the puzzle. At Uinta County School District Number 6, we work hard to make each puzzle piece meaningful and powerful for every student. By working together, we can help every student grow into a masterpiece. It's a great day to be an Eagle.
Hey there, I'm Jake Major, your local Medicare and insurance benefits advisor for the Bullock Agency of Wyoming. With over 25 years of experience protecting families in rural America, we understand the importance of having an affordable insurance coverage. Whether you're searching for extra coverage or looking to understand and switch your Medicare options, I can help you find a range of top-rated insurance companies and tailor-made packages based on your needs. Call me, Jake Major, today at 307-209-4685 and let's discuss your insurance options. We're the Bullock Agency of Wyoming when benefits matter.
It's the champions of Montana versus the champions of the Cowboy State here on mylocalradio.com. Elan, Olliff, and Dan Hubbard joining you live from Hladky Memorial Field here in beautiful Gillette, Wyoming, in the northeast corner. I'm used to saying southwest corner, but northeast corner here in the Cowboy State. And Dan, it's time for our Keys to the Game, brought to you by Ellingford Brothers in Evanston, Wyoming. Call 307-789-1515 for all your cement, sand, and gravel needs. They also do critter ladders, cement troughs, and cattle guards. And Dan, you look at both of these two teams, both from this part of the country, and we mean this part of the Northwest, and that Rocky Mountain Northwest, kind of known for that rural area, Montana and Wyoming. Pretty similar teams here. What are you telling your guys in the dugout when you're getting ready to take on a team that's very similar to yourselves?
Don't be bigger than the moment. These two teams have combined for, 112 wins between them on the year. Go out, play our games the way that we know how to play within ourselves, and go out and get a victory the way that we know how. Don't let the moment be bigger than you. Go out and play the game.
And we're going to go ahead and go radio silent for the American Legion Players Code, and then it will be our national anthem to get us started here for Game 3 of Day 1 of the 2023 American Legion Northwest Regional Tournament.
Please repeat after me. I will keep the rules. I will keep faith with my teammates. I'll keep my temper. I'll keep myself fit. I'll keep a stout heart in defeat. I'll keep my pride under victory. I'll keep a sound soul, a clean mind, and a healthy body. Get ready for the anthem.
If I can have everybody please rise, remove cover, face the flag in center field for the playing of our Star Spangled Banner.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night
national anthem has been sung, and now it is time for our starting lineups presented today by Varsity Inc. Varsity Inc., we're on your team. Get all your camp t-shirts, custom prints, custom t-shirts at Varsity Inc. in downtown Evanston. Let's go ahead and kick it off with the Helena Senators. You have Tyson Mooney, the third baseman, leading off. Austin Fusi, the second baseman, batting second. Lance Bratlin, the right fielder, bats third. Carter Perlinski, the first baseman, will be in the cleanup spot. Walker Bennett, the designated hitter, will be batting fifth. Bo Bondmiller, the shortstop, bats sixth. Cole Graham, the catcher, bats seventh. Manu Mello, the center fielder, bats eighth. And Sam Ark, the left fielder, will bat ninth. For the post six Sixers, their defensive alignment, of course, under Coach Ty Lane, you have Hayden Swain at first, Cade Coates at second, Coulter McAnally at shortstop, Mason Tafoya at the hot corner, Ethan Reisendorfer in left field, Norland Horton in center, Corey Williams in right, and Caden Anderson catching Julian Romero. And, of course, when you hear about the big arms on this Cheyenne post six team, Julian Romero isn't a name that really comes up, but he is a crafty veteran, a college returner. He played his ball at Jamestown this last year. And, of course, Dan, Jamestown, one of the more celebrated baseball programs in this part of the country.
Yeah, and anytime you can go out and you can have a good year for a program like the one at Jamestown, you should be able to come back and dominate here. Although a lot of these kids are good and they're headed to play college baseball when that time comes. But still, you got a couple of years on them, and you should be able to dominate them right now.
That is our starting lineups, brought to you today by Varsity Inc. Varsity Inc., we're on your team as we are ready to get started with the top of the first inning. It'll be Tyson Mooney, Aaron Fusi, and Lance Bratlin, the three for the Senators out of Helena, Montana. Winner of this game will get the Pocatello Running Rebels tomorrow in Game 7, so Game 3 of the day. The loser will get Portland in Game 2 tomorrow. Quick programming note about tomorrow. Throw the game times out the window. What's happened is there's a weather system blowing into Gillette, and they want to get as much done as possible before that weather system comes in tomorrow. So first game will start at 8:30 a.m. We'll be on the air at 8:15 with our Big Country Properties pregame show brought to you by Bobby Dalzall. We make it happen. And it'll feature Eagle River versus the loser of Gillette and Bellevue, Washington. Later on tonight, we will get that game started at it'll actually feature Portland and the loser of this game at 8:30, and then it'll be a rolling schedule with 45 minutes in between each game. So whatever the schedule says, kind of throw that out the window. It's going to be flexible baseball.
You talk about the game between Pocatello and the winner of this game being the third game on the day tomorrow. Right now, we just have our fingers crossed that we make it to the third game tomorrow.
Yeah. True, you are there, Dan Hubbard. Elan Olliff and Dan Hubbard coming to you live from the Union broadcast booth here at Hladky Memorial Stadium in beautiful Gillette, Wyoming. And Dan, I understand you've never been to Gillette before. What's your thought of this ballpark?
This is a nice place. This is a nice park. This would rate up there probably at least in the low classifications of minor league baseball, A, and below short season. This would rate as probably about a 60 or 75% approval rating as far as a minor league stadium would go.
Tyson Mooney is going to lead things off, the right-handed third baseman facing off against Julian Romero, the crafty veteran right-hander. First pitch on the way, and that one will be taken high, thrown at 4 o'clock on the dot for a ball to Tyson Mooney. Romero comes set, the lefter around the belt, and delivers the 1-0 to Mooney. Catches the bottom part of the zone for strike one. Agrees on the sign from Anderson. And the 1-1 to Mooney. Chopper at the third baseman, picked up well by Tafoya. Throw over to first in time for out number 1. So the 5-3 putout will bring up Aaron Fusi from the second base position.
Good pitch, kept it down and away, got him to roll over on it, hit a little ground ball to the left side, exactly what the pitcher orders.
So that's one down for Aaron Fusi with Lance Bratlin on deck. 3 pitches and an out for Julian Romero. Can't ask for a whole lot more than that. Here comes the pitch to Fusi. Swing and a miss at an off-speed for strike 1. Fusi, another right-hander for the Senators. And the 0-1. Just missed away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Our umpire crew for this game, behind the plate, you have Pat Zink. First base umpires, Nick Stevens and Gary Delgado over at third base. The 1-1 to Fusi. Another chopper, slow roller to the first baseman, picked up by Swain. Pitches that one over to Romero, who covers the play for out number 2.
Perfectly done by Romero, covering first base. Pitcher's fielding practice, they call it, PFP. And in spring training and in college ball, they'll work on that ad nauseum for hours, for getting it ingrained into the pitcher's head. Ground ball to the right side, you have to break to cover the bag.
That's 2 down for Lance Bratlin, the right fielder. If we get there, Carter Perlinski stands on deck, and the designated hitter, Walker Bennett, in the hole. And it's another righty to face off against the lefty Romero. The pitch just misses away with the fastball for ball 1. Center fielder Nolan Horton playing fairly deep in center field. Down the lines, it's 320. To center left and center right, we're looking at 379 and 376. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And dead center to center field, Dan, 400.
It looks like a long way. Aluminum bat can be the great equalizer.
Come set. And the 1-1. This one hit right to the second baseman. Coates, throw to first, and that's the inning. So the Senators go down in order. No runs, no hits. And Post 6 will get their chance when we come back. You're tuned in to the 2023 AA Northwest Regional Tournament live on MyLocalRadio.com, presented by Signature Real Estate Group in Gillette.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzall, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
At High, we are with you is more than just 3 simple words. It encompasses the principles we live by to serve our members and local communities. So if you're looking to keep your banking relationships local with a partner who will always be there for you, look to us. We're High. We're Wyoming. We're with you. Visit yhigh.org to learn how you can be a part of something bigger today.
Welcome back to Gillette as Post 6 from Cheyenne will get their first crack at it. Let's introduce you to the starting lineup. For Coach Ty Lane, Mason Tafoya, the third baseman, leads things off. Coulter McAnally, the shortstop, bats second. Julian Romero, the pitcher, bats third. Corey Williams, the right fielder, in the cleanup spot. Hayden Swain, the first baseman, bats fifth. Caden Anderson, the catcher, bats sixth. Nolan Horton, the center fielder, bats seventh. Ethan Reisendorfer, the left fielder, bats eighth. And Cade Coates, the second baseman, bats ninth. For the Helena Senators defensive alignment, we have Carter Polinsky at first, Aaron Fusi at second, Bo Bondmiller at shortstop, Tyson Mooney, the third baseman, Sam Arkin left, Manu Mello in center, and Lance Bratlin in right, and Cole Graham catching Luke Dowdy. So the Post 6 Sixers get what they need on defense. We'll see if Dowdy and the Senators can follow up. First pitch to Tafoya, taken away for ball 1. Dowdy, a tall righty. There's the 1-0. Swinging a fly ball into center left field. Coming over, making a running grab is Manu Mello for out number 1.
Tafoya hit it hard, but Mello was able to outrun it over into the gap and haul it in before he could split the gap and head toward the wall.
Here's the AA Wyoming Player of the Year in Coulter McAnally. Second year in a row he's won that award. First pitch to McAnally, swinging a chopper down the third base line, foul. So McAnally had a heck of a state tournament. Was in the running for a MVP nod there as that one goes. Fly ball in the right field. Bratlin makes the catch for out number 2.
Luke Dowdy's a big, tall kid, and when he comes through his delivery, he tries to stay real erect and keep his chest upright and moving forward toward home plate. That's a good way to be, but the important thing is do that every time. Repeatable mechanics is how you continue to throw strikes.
Here's Julian Romero, the pitcher. See what he does here. First pitch misses down low for ball 1. 2 down, nobody on for the Sixers out of Cheyenne. Corey Williams stands on deck. Hayden swinging in the hole if we get that far. Next pitch to Romero, catches the outside part for strike 1 to the left-hander. We got pitcher versus pitcher action here. As the 1-1 on the way, swing and a miss for strike 2.
Says a lot about Romero as one of the smaller guys in the starting lineup, but also as the starting pitcher, and he's hitting the number 3 spot.
Definitely using that veteran experience as he swings and misses that one outside, and the inning is over. So after 1, there's no score in the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. We're out to the second. You're tuned in to the 2023 AA Northwest Tournament. Live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette.
I buckle up because there's been too many fatalities around our house where somebody would have survived if they'd been wearing their seatbelt.
I definitely wear my seatbelt to keep him safe.
I wear it just for safety.
I buckle up because my mom makes me.
I buckle up to set a good example for my kids and to make sure they stay safe.
Getting home safe to my family.
I buckle up because it keeps me safe.
Go Pokes, buckle up!
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
And we welcome you back to Gillette. No score after 1. And Dan, we talked about how pitching is probably going to reign supreme in this tournament. And so far with these two pitchers, Julian Romero and Luke Dowdy, that is exactly what's happened.
All 6 starting pitchers in the first 3 games, including this one, have got out to great starts early on. And that has really helped them along the way as Romero ready to go to work here in the second inning.
All right, Romero face off against Perlinski. And the first pitch to him is in there for a strike. So 0-1 count to Perlinski. Perlinski, the first lefty Romero faces in this lineup and gets ahead 0-2.
Talk about mechanics and being repeatable. When you watch Romero, and if you're old enough to remember the person that he reminds me of, who does he remind you of as you watch him deliver the ball?
And the pitch.
When I watch Romero deliver the ball, I think of the old Yankee left-hander Ron Guidry.
1-2 count to Perlinski. As he does kind of have that drop back to bring it forward type move going on.
Big leg kick, deep knee bend, come right directly over the top, and hand all the way through, reach down all the way to the ground.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Perlinski. standing on the first base side of the rubber. The pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3, and that's strikeout number 1 for Julian Romero.
And when you come directly over the top like that, you get a great fall off the table curveball, and that's what he just threw.
I'll now bring up Walker Bennett, the designated hitter, and we were watching this guy in the pre-game warm-ups, and this might have your lead candidate in the clubhouse for all-hair team, as this one is ripped towards the shortstop. McAnally throws over to first in time for out number 1. 2, rather.
It grounds out to McAnally for the 6-3 putout.
5 outs for Romero, and no one has really even hit the ball hard yet.
Brings up the shortstop.
I'll now bring up Bo Bondmiller, the shortstop. And you're right, Romero only 9 pitches through the first inning of work, it looks like, according to our unofficial pitch count. As he sets and goes. Swing and a miss at a fastball for strike 1. Dan, that was a here it is, see if you can catch it type pitch.
Exactly. And show it to him. Now what do he come back with is the important thing.
And the answer to that question right now in the 0-1. Goes off speed for strike 2.
Off speed, run it away from him, and he comes up empty.
So an 0-2 count, 2 down. Helena still looking for that first base runner as Romero comes from the stretch, but doesn't have to, as he hasn't seen anyone on the bases all day. The first pitch, the next pitch, curveball misses low, but not by much.
He flinched. The home plate umpire moved. He wanted to raise the arm, but decided not to.
Anderson did a good job presenting that one to him as well. Comes set, and the 1-2 to Bondmiller. Inside this time, so he went low. He went inside. We'll see what he does on a 2-2 count.
He just kind of overthrew that one a little bit.
2 down, nobody on here in the top of the second inning. No score on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. And the 2-2 to Bondmiller. Curveball just floats up high for ball 3.
Kind of slipped out of his hands. Didn't get a good release on it to get that downward spin with a maximum spin rate that he can get. Just kind of squirted out of his hand and stayed high.
Cole Graham, the catcher, stands on deck if we get to him. And the payoff from Romero. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and that ends the inning. So no hits, no runs, and it's still no score going into the bottom of the 4th. The 4, 5, 6 batters due up for post 6 when we come back after this. You're tuned in to the 2023 AA Northwest Regional Tournament live on MyLocalRadio.com, presented by Signature Real Estate Group on MyLocalRadio.com.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Corey Williams, Hayden Swain, and Caden Anderson due up for the post 6 Sixers out of Cheyenne. And they'll face off against Luke Dowdy. Well, we saw Julian Romero go 6 up, 6 down. We haven't really seen anyone get close to touching Luke Dowdy either. 2 deep fly balls and a strikeout. He's doing a good job himself.
Yeah, neither side's had a base runner as of yet of any kind. And as Dowdy ready to go to work here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. And he'll deal with the middle of the lineup.
Here's the right fielder, Corey Williams. As Dowdy comes set, and the first pitch to Williams, away for ball 1. Dowdy, a tall right-hander. He delivers the 1-0. Check swing, but it's down low. It doesn't matter. It'll go down as ball 2. Dowdy, 6'5" is his height. 2-0 misses, and it's a 3-0 count. And Dan, in American Legion Baseball, we usually see the reddest of lights in this situation. But with all these teams, you never know. This might be your best chance to see a pitch to drive. And it's a 4-pitch walk.
As difficult as it's been for teams to score, I think you take any opportunity you can. If you're going to get a fastball belt high right down the middle, I think you green light the man.
I'll now bring up Hayden Swain, the first baseman, with a runner on first. First base runner the entire game for either one of these sides.
Or at least have him zero in on a certain zone, a pitch where that he thinks is going to come that he can drive. And if it's anywhere outside that zone, take it.
Here's Swain, first pitch to the righty, inside. That's 5 straight balls thrown by Dowdy. So he'll have to go from the stretch for the first time. 6'5", 200 pounds, Luke Dowdy. 2-0. Hits the upper part of the window for strike one. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Dowdy, a senior, just graduated this year out of Capitol High School. The 1-1. Up high, 2 balls, 1 strike. To Hayden Swain with Caden Anderson, the catcher, on deck. Nolan Horton in the hole. Dowdy comes center around the belt, eyes the runner at first. Now the pitch, swinging a fly ball into right field. Foul, though, and it'll knot the count up at 2.
(6'5" compared to Julian Romero, who comes in at 5'8".
2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and that's 1 down.
Swing down on strikes.
With 1 on for Caden Anderson. Runner on first is Corey Williams, who worked a 4-pitch walk, but a good rebound by Luke Dowdy. And you know, Dan, it's a game of failure. People are all the big question is how do you bounce back from a setback like a 4-pitch walk, and that's a great job by Dowdy. First pitch to Anderson. This finds the zone actually on the outside. Good-looking pitch there from Dowdy for strike 1.
Walk to the leadoff man will drive a pitching coach crazy.
Throw back to first to check up on first base runner, Corey Williams.
You know, the stat has always been that 90% of all leadoff walks will come around to score. And you're going to talk about giving up a cheap run in a game like this. You can't do that.
The pitch. This one hit right up the middle, and Dowdy loses his glove. Attempt by Bondmiller for the diving stop, and he misses that. And it's runners on first and second.
Now, normally throwing your equipment like that would be a violation and would move some runners around extra. However, he was reaching back behind him and with no malice in losing his glove that way, so there was no call.
It goes down as a single. Here's Nolan Horton, the center fielder. You know, one thing we've talked about a lot during the regular season of American Legion Baseball is at this level, walks lead to runs. You've got the lead runner who worked a walk standing in scoring position for Nolan Horton, swing and a miss for strike 1.
Yeah, I mean, you're still at a low enough classification that you can't afford to put men on base free. They've got to be able to swing the bat and earn their spot on the base paths.
1 down, 2 on for Horton. The pitch gets away from the catcher. Graham taking off for third and taking off for second. Did they get him? No. And stealing second is Anderson. And Corey Williams takes third on defensive indifference.
It officially goes a wild pitch, so both runners will advance on the wild pitch.
So that'll put Williams at third, Anderson at second. Horton in a 1-1 count with 1 down. The pitch catches the bottom part of the window for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
But now this is where you talk about guys getting on base without having to earn their way on. The leadoff walk is standing at third base with 1 out.
The 1-2 on the way. This one hit at the shortstop. They're going to give up the out for the run, and he doesn't get there. Throw looked like it took him off the back.
It did. It's a bad throw.
And Williams scores. Anderson stays at second. And Horton now over on first.
Aboard on the E6.
Sign the error to Bondmiller. So you've got Anderson at second, Horton at first, but Corey Williams comes around to score, and it's 1-0 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Having a conversation here between the three umpires. And they do verify it is safe at first.
I know they're trying to come up with some kind of interference call or something, but no, it's. I think whatever they decided, that's the correct call. There wasn't any kind of interference or anything that I could see from up here.
Here's Ethan Reisdorfer, the left fielder.
Brings up Ethan Reisdorfer, number 22.
First pitch to Reisdorfer, and fouls that one into the screen for strike one. Cade Coates, the number 9 man on deck, and then Mason Tafoya, the leadoff man in the hole for Cheyenne post 6. Sixers, the reigning runner-ups in this tournament, the 0-1, fouled into the screen for an 0-2. Literally came one pitch away from becoming the first Wyoming team to go to the American Legion World Series, and that's where the winner of this tournament will be headed next week. Comes set around the belt. And the 0-2 to Reisdorfer, fouls it into the glove. Good job by Graham to hold on to it for strike 3 and out number 2. Here's Cade Coates, the second baseman. So runners on first and second. Anderson singled, but then advanced to second on a wild pitch. Horton standing on first, courtesy of an error. But he did get the RBI, driving in Corey Williams to give us our lone run. The first pitch to Coates. In there for strike 1. Dowdy. Comes set. And the 0-1. Misses away. 1 ball, 1 strike. And with 2 down, delivers the 1-1. Misses away, gets away from Graham temporarily. Runners are not going to test that. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Coates, with Mason Tafoya on deck. Comes set. And the 2-1 on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And it knots it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A lot of 2s on that scoreboard here in the bottom of the second, as post 6 have already brought in 1. 2-2. Up high and in. Full count again to Coates.
Now it's a decided advantage for Cheyenne. With a 3-2 pitch here, they'll have the runners away, and if Coates can find a gap, then both the runners on the base paths should be able to score as they get a running start here on the 3-2 pitch.
Dowdy comes set around the belt, and the payoff. This one, chopper in the gap between first and second, running over, making the play is Fauci, and the ball's dropped at first. Here comes a run.
He couldn't get it out of his glove to try to make a throw, and when he did, he threw it behind the first baseman to where he couldn't recover and make the play, and ended up dropping the ball and allowed the runner to come in.
Give it to Coates with an RBI single as the official call. That'll now bring up Mason Tafoya, the 7th batter in this inning. As post 6 looking to create some separation here. Tafoya flew out to center field to begin the first inning. And with runners on first and second, And the umpire might have just said something to the post 6 dugout off of the third baseline. 2 on, 2 down, 2 in the bottom of the second. First pitch to Tafoya. Up high, ball 1. Coulter McAnally and Julian Romero, the next 2 up for the Sixers. Comes that around the belt. And the 1-0. Down low. 2 balls, no strikes.
They're doing what they can to try to keep Horton close at to the second base bag. With 2 outs, they no danger of him moving it on an out because he's going to be going. But before we go any further, we're going to have a trip to the mound here.
And this does not look like the manager that handed over the lineup card for the Senators. So
no, he's a bigger guy. So this has got to be the pitching coach.
Yeah, this is just probably a conversation here. As we want to give a big thank you to our presenting sponsor. We have Signature Real Estate Group in Gillette.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed.
I'll now bring on Mason Tafoya, the center or third baseman. Flew out to center last time and takes the 2-0 down low and outside for
of MyLocalRadio.com and
strike 1.
Broadcasting LLC. No portion of
2-1 on the way. Hit down the first base line. Great diving grab by Perlinski. They get it over to Dowdy in time for out number 2. And out number 3, rather, looking at the strong scoreboard. So that ends the inning. 2 come in for post 6 on 2 hits and 1 error. We'll be right back with the top of the third. Right after this, you're tuned in to the 2023 AA Northwest Tournament live on MyLocalRadio.com, presented by Signature Realty Group of Gillette.
The best trips away from home always come when you know you're among friends. This is Coulter Patterson, General Manager at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. I invite you to stay with us every time you're here. We've got the absolute best staff. Lots of our team members have been working together for years, and we feel like we're a happy family. I guarantee you'll feel that when you come stay with us. We're always glad that you choose the Come On In, and we'll do everything to make your stay comfortable and relaxing. The Come On In Hotel and Suites is the best place to stay because we have the best staff in Casper. Come on in today.
Trust, hard work, and experience is what you'll find at Brian's Muffler Shop in Evanston. Quality work at a great price. Brian's Muffler is the perfect fit for oil changes, stock and performance mufflers, and Anderson hitches and accessories. Call Brian's Muffler today, 789-7021.
Top of the third inning, and post 6 from Cheyenne leads it 2-0 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. 7-8-9 batters due up: Cole Graham, Manu Mello, and Sam Ark for the Senators. Here's the first pitch from Julian Romero to Graham, and that misses low for a ball. Romero with the 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 36 pitches looks like thrown by Dowdy. 12 thrown by Julian Romero coming into this inning. The pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Julian Romero, Dan, so far looking very sharp. The 1-2 on the way. This is high, ball 2.
He's able to really keep these guys off stride. He'd be able to change speeds, moves the ball around, and hits the spots, absolutely.
And this is not one of the big arms that people think about when they think of Cheyenne post 6. So this shows you the depth that Cheyenne has at pitching going into this tournament. Misses low, full count. And Dan, in a tournament like this, a 5-day tournament, pitching depth could very easily be the determining factor.
Absolutely. You've seen people trying to monkey with pitch counts, get guys out before their counts get too high.
Swing and a fly ball into foul territory. Catcher Anderson ranges over and makes the catch in front of the first base dugout for out number one.
They've been trying to kind of manipulate the pitch count so they can have people come back on 3 days rest by having the starters go less than 80 pitches, which would still give them an opportunity to bring them back in a championship situation.
Here's Manu Mello, the center fielder. Comes set, and the first pitch from the lefty to the righty. Swinging a fly ball into right field, hooking foul, and it'll indeed land out of play for strike one.
You know, and we're all standing around gossiping before the game started, before we took the air here this afternoon. And kind of the common consensus was you think they'd probably try to do the same thing with Romero. Get him out of there before he throws 80 pitches if he even gets up that high.
Swinging a chopper at the third baseman through the legs of Tafoya. It gets past McAnally, and the Senators have their first base runner on the error on the third baseman.
Nope, they're actually going to call it a hit. That was a tough do-or-die short hop play, and they'll score a hit, the first hit of the game for Helena.
I'm going to wait until I hear official words from here now.
That's where it came from.
First pitch to Arc, misses away from the lefty for ball one. So it's a single for Mello, and we do have the official scorekeeper here. So what we are getting is what is going to show up officially. It's actually a really great advantage for a broadcaster. Usually we don't have that, as this one is hit down the first base line into right field. Heading to second is Mello. Arc with another single, and it's back-to-back singles off of Julian Romero for the Senators.
Their first two hits of the game, and hold on. That's going to get the pitching coach for Cheyenne to come out now and visit with Romero as well.
Ty Lane, the manager, now waltzes out there. And he is going to take the ball. So we'll have a pitching change. We'll tell you about who the new post-six pitcher is right after this. You're tuned in to the 2023 AA Northwest Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Signature Real Estate Group in Gillette.
I don't know about you, but every time I go to the grocery store, I'm filled with anxiety. Do I have enough money? Meat prices have doubled. How can I ever work on food storage when I can hardly afford food for this week? Wyoming Wild Meats in Lyman is the solution. Weekly specials are posted on Facebook. Beef, pork, chicken for one meal or a mixed order to fill the freezer. You will find quality Gosner cheese and milk products and delicious bread. Because overhead is low, the savings are passed to every customer. Wyoming Wild Meats, offering fresh domestic meats.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
It's a great time to check out the digital banking options at Trona Valley Federal Credit Union and skip the trip. Members who enroll in digital banking can make deposits remotely, check bank balances, transfer money between accounts, make loan payments, and use automatic bill pay options. You can even connect Quicken or QuickBooks to your Trona Valley digital banking accounts. Learn how digital banking with Trona Valley Federal Credit Union can make your life simpler. Stop in today. Member NCUA. Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Whether you're looking for strong, high-quality cement for construction, sand and gravel for road base, a cement trough or critter ladder for your livestock, or steel fabrication, including custom towing packages, bumpers, and other vehicle accessories, you always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
And Coulter McAnally, last year's Double-A Pitcher of the Year, comes on for the Post 6 Sixers out of Cheyenne. First pitch to Tyson Mooney, misses for a ball. This is also the second time the order is going to first time the order turns over for the Senators. Dan, yes, it was about keeping Romero's pitch count low, but how much do you think this might played in to Ty Lane not letting the order see Romero more than once?
Well, that's always a possibility too. It's you have to kind of play that you might see these guys again, and the fewer fewer at bats you can have against a guy like Romero can be nothing but a positive.
1-1, swing and a foul, turns to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Coulter McAnally, of course, the 2023 Wyoming Double-A Player of the Year, and will be playing college baseball at University of Utah next year. That tells you what kind of player he is. Comes set. And the 1-2, swing and a miss for strike 3, and McAnally gets out number 2. Now brings up Aaron Fusi. The second baseman grounded out to the first baseman last time. As Fusi 0 for 1 today. McAnally checks the runner and the pitch. Just missed away for ball 1.
That's a tough pitch to take, hard and down and away like that. Tough pitch to take, but if you do swing at it, all you're going to do is hit a little ground ball to the shortstop.
1-0 count to Fusi on the delivery. Swing and a miss at speed inside for strike 1.
Okay, he went down and away, up and in. Now to see if he goes down and away again here.
McAnally agrees on the sign from Anderson, and the 1-1 runner caught off second. McAnally initiates a rundown. Throw to third. They got him. A 1-3 put out ends the inning as Manu Melo's thrown out on, they put out, so 1-5, excuse me. And that is going to end the inning. It's 2-0 Cheyenne going into the bottom of the third. You're tuned in to the 2023 AA Northwest Regional Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, presented by presented by Signature Real Estate Group here in Gillette.
I'm Kendall Roberts with the Wyoming Seatbelt Coalition. Whether your car is a classic car or a new one, buckle up every time. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hardworking staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Jake Dowdy comes out for inning number 3 of work. He'll face off against the heart of the order, McAnally, Romero, and Williams, the 2-3-4 batters. And right now it's a 2-0 lead for the Sixers. 2 runs onto its clean baseball defensively played by the Double-A dynasty out of Cheyenne. Coulter McAnally, the pitcher, now leads things off. He flew out to right field last time. First pitch, swing and a fly ball into center field. Mello comes up and makes grab for out number 1. I'll bring up Julian Romero. Struck out swinging last time up. He's now your new left fielder.
So you can close the book now officially on Romero as far as his pitching outing goes today.
First pitch up high and out.
2 1/3, gave up 2 hits, no runs, did not walk anyone, and struck out 2.
Pretty good day at the office for a opening roll for Romero as that pitch goes outside, or catches the inside part for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 on the way. This one, a chopper down the first base line. Caught on the bounce by Perlinski. Gets it over to Dowdy for out number 2. I'll bring up Corey Williams, who worked a 4-pitch walk, came around to score as part of that 2-run second inning that has set up the Sixers here. He led off the second, as a matter of fact, as Post 6 sent 7 to the plate in the second. First pitch to Williams. Swing and a chopper, bounces way high. Good patience by Von Miller. Throws to first in time for out number 3. So Cheyenne goes in order. It's still 2-0. Post 6 going in to the 4th. You're tuned in to the 2023 AA Northwest Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Signature Real Estate Group in Gillette.
Dad, I heard that human eyes can distinguish between 1 to 10 million different colors. Is that true?
That is true. The human eye is amazing. We use our eyes not only to work and learn, but also to simply enjoy the beauty that surrounds us. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we care about each individual's eye health needs. Whether a person is looking for computer glasses, polarized sunglasses to assist in outdoor hobbies, contact lenses, or has general eye health needs, we are here to listen to our patients' thoughts and concerns to help them enjoy their amazing eyes.
Call today to schedule an appointment. 789-3937.
With 25 years of successful industry experience, Mountain West Business Solutions looks forward to providing all of our customers with exceptional service, industry-leading technology, and a one-of-a-kind buying experience. Having your office equipped with the right technology makes all the difference in the world. With a lower cost per print, we will supply you with the right technology for the best price. Great people, great products, and great service. Mountain West Business Solutions, 133 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Coulter McAnally out there for his first full inning, and he'll face off against the 2-3-4 batters. Aaron Fuzesi will lead things off for the Senators. I'm guessing from the roar of the crowd that the PA announcer pronounced it the way I did. Oh, we got it right.
But that would be more like the difference between a Porsche or a Porsche.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. As that one's fouled to the back screen for strike 2.
It's a Porsche.
Checking in on the Major League scoreboard, Seattle with a bit of a comeback. They were down 2-0 at one point. Now they lead 6-3 over the Red Sox in the top of the 8th. 0-2 on the way to Fuzesi. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and McAnally has struck out 2 in a row.
Pronounce it however you want. He goes down on strikes.
The right fielder, number 16.
Here comes Lance Bratlin. McAnally with the pitch. Swing and a foul ball over the Union broadcast booth for strike 1. Everything else is just internet. 0-1 on the way. Up high, nearly took a piece of that matte red helmet with him. 1 ball, 1 strike to Lance Bratton. Next one, fouled right back towards Dan Hubbard, who could have made a play if it wasn't for the safety screen.
I had it.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Our producer, Aaron Pulling, already arguing over who has the call.
I wouldn't have taken it in the mush like John Sterling did, I'll tell you that.
1-2, swing. That's a strikeout looking, as that's 3 in a row for McAnally. 2 down for Carter Perlinski. Perlinski, a strikeout victim to Julian Romero back in the 2nd. And McAnally lifts the leg and deals. Swing and a miss at a fastball for strike 1. Another one of those here it is, catch it type pitches from the power throwing righty. 0-1. Away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Talked with Coulter a little bit during the season, and it sounds like University of Utah wants to use him as both a shortstop and a pitcher. So he'll just play old hat over in Salt Lake City. 2 balls, 1 strikes.
Interesting.
2-1 on the way. Another foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. But that is also his first year. They may kind of make a decision for him at the end of his first year.
Yeah, a lot of it's going to depend on what their depth is and their need for a freshman coming in.
2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 3 in McAnally. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. We're off to the 5th. It's 2-0 Cheyenne on the Heritage Chevrolet of Evanston scoreboard. We'll be right back after this. You're tuned in to the 2023 Northwest Regional American Legion AA Tournament on MyLocalRadio.com, presented by Signature Real Estate Group in Gillette.
This presentation on MyLocalRadio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy.
Soy vaquera. The world needs more cowboys.
Welcome back to the Union broadcast booth. Hayden Swain, Caden Anderson, and Nolan Horton due up for the Sixers out of Cheyenne. Luke Dowdy out there for inning number 4 of his shift. First pitch is inside zone for strike 1.
Did a little quick checking with the official score between the half innings, and Julian Romero finished officially with 31 pitches thrown.
That's only 1 day rest, so he could come back on Friday. Coach Ty Lane must be thrilled with how his pitching has kind of worked out. And the 1-1 on the way. Swing and a foul ball for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hayden Swain. Caden Anderson stands on deck. Nolan Horton, the center fielder, in the hole. Swain, a strikeout victim last time. 1 of 3 strikeout victims of Luke Dowdy today. The 1-2 on the way. Misses low and away. And we have a ballerina count 2-2. Swain chops that one foul and will hold.
Reached for that breaking pitch down and away and did a good job just to get that much of it and hit it foul.
Well, the first game we saw here in Gillette was a 2-0 win by the Pocatello Running Rebels. And then the most lopsided game really wasn't a lopsided game at all. It was a 6-0 win for the Rocky Mountain Lobos out of Colorado, but most of those runs scored in the last inning of offense for them. So good baseball played all around here in Gillette. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Swain. Misses low and away for ball 3, full count. Luke Dowdy, the 6'5" right-hander. Three-two on the way. Swing and a liner down the third base line. Fair. That one's rolling into the corner. Rounding first, heading second, it's Hayden Swain, and he is in with a lead-off double.
Lead-off double for the Sixers.
That'll bring up Caden Anderson. He's 1 for 1 today.
Second time in 4 innings that the Sixers have the leadoff man aboard in an inning.
And what happened the last time they did that?
It was the leadoff walk who they cashed in.
And they only brought in 2 runs in that inning. But in a tournament like that, that could feel like a lot. Caden Anderson, 1 for 1, who hit a single back in that second inning. First pitch, taken inside for ball 1.
It's going to cause the pitching coach and the manager to toss and turn a little bit, trying to catch some Z's later on. That opening walk in the second inning came home to score.
The Helena bullpen is kind of hidden away from us, but it does not look like any action happening over there. The 1-0 on the way. Inside, nearly got a piece of Anderson, but he gets out of the way. So, 2 balls, no strikes to Anderson with Nolan Horton on deck. Dowdy with the 2-0. Swing and a foul ball down the right field line. Foul.
Now the bullpen is kind of tucked in behind the concession stand, and from our location, you can't really see down that way.
We got a great view of the Cheyenne bullpen, but
got a great view of the double cheeseburger I had earlier today, too, and where it came from.
2 balls, 1 strike to Caden Anderson as Graham talks with his pitcher Dowdy, who started this game. Currently on the hook for the loss, but it is only a 2-0 game. Comes down around the belt, and the 2-1. This one, slow roller towards the first baseman, brought in by Perlinsky, throws over to Dowdy in time for out number 1.
It's all right, got his man to third base, he did his job. Man at third base now in less than 2 outs.
Here comes Nolan Horton, who reached on an error and got the RBI that scored Williams. So he would love to get another RBI. Reached on an error on the shortstop, Von Miller. So 1 down, and that runner on third is Hayden Swain.
Now, knowing that they're having a hard time scoring runs, the Senators can't afford to fall behind any further, and they have to bring the infield up to try to cut the run down at the plate.
McAnally, since he's come in, the Senators have not even touched him.
Literally.
As it's been 4 up, 4 strikeouts.
That's right.
1-0 on the way to Horton. If it missed, it didn't miss by a bunch. 2 balls, 1 strike. Or no strikes. Downey with the 2-0. High for ball 3. And we'll see what the situation is here for Nolan Horton. Ethan Reisdorfer, 0 for 1, stands on deck. 3-0. Got him. So, Horton goes to first. Runners on the corners for Ethan Reisendorfer with 1 down.
Brings up Lucis, Ethan Reisdorfer.
So Graham comes out and signals the play here, and with runners on the corners, down by 2 already. With the way the Six have been going thus far to Helena, you're in a little bit of a tightrope situation. You need to get a strikeout here in order to make it 2 down with runners on the corners. And so far, Dowdy delivers that first one for a strike.
I'm surprised they're playing deep up the middle. I'd bring them up halfway. If you try to increase your odds of getting a double play on the ground ball in the infield to get out of the inning without the run scoring.
0-1 misses to Reisdorfer. Dowdy with the 1-1. This one down the third baseline, foul, and it's a 1 ball, 2 strikes. Would be a big strikeout if you could get it if you're Luke Dowdy. Takes a lot off the playbook for Cheyenne with 2 down and runners on the corners as opposed to 1 down right now. The 1-2 to Reisdorfer. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and that might be the biggest strikeout of the game for Dowdy.
That certainly is the biggest out he's gotten. As now his infield can move back and you get a ground ball, he can get out of the inning.
Cade Coates 1 for 1 with an RBI single that scored Caden Anderson last time up. Then he got Mason Tafoya 0 for 2 at the top of the order. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Dowdy trying to send this to the bottom of the inning as that one is flared into right field. Here comes Swain. He scores. And it's runners on first and second after another RBI single by Cade Coates.
Coates' flare over right field. Scores.
Just poked at it and hit it out over the second baseman's head.
Sixers pull ahead 3-0 in the bottom of the fourth. And now here's Mason Tafoya, 0 for 2, fly out to center field, and a ground out to the third baseman last time up. The pitch gets away from Graham. Runners advance.
Wild pitch will allow the runners to move up.
Runners advance on the wild pitch.
So now instead of first and second, it's second and third with 2 down. 1-0 count to Mason Tafoya with the dangerous Coulter McAnally on deck. Dowdy comes set and the pitch. Catches the away high corner of the zone for strike one. And the 1-1 on the way. Down low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Good stop there by Graham, especially with Horton over on third. Dan, a lot of foul territory here at Hladky Memorial. 2-1 on the way. That one gets away off of Graham. Here comes Horton. He scores.
That's another wild pitch to allow the run to come in this time.
And it's 4-0 Cheyenne. Coates moves over to third. And now with a 3-1 count to Tafoya. Need to get this second out if you are the Senators right here, Dan. This could get ugly because 5 runs in this game could feel like 55 runs.
The way they're throwing the ball from the mound, yeah, I absolutely agree.
So a 3-1 count to Tafoya, the pitch. Swinging in a line drive down the third baseline. It looked like it just missed the chalk for strike 2. Oh.
He's right on the line. You can see it better than anybody else in the ballpark, and he called it foul.
That one looked like it was microscopically close.
Gary Delgado on the call.
Tafoya with a full count. Coates standing on third, and the full count walk to Tafoya puts it at the corners for Coulter McAnally.
Brings up the pitcher, number 27, Coulter McAnally.
Well, you've got Coates at third, Tafoya at first, McAnally 0 for 2. A little bit of a gap between right and center as you see Manu Mello shifted over towards left slightly. First pitch to McAnally, swinging a fly ball into left field. Going back, making the grab is Ark. No, he dropped it. He dropped it, and it's an RBI for McAnally. And McAnally stands at first. Coates comes in to score. And Tafoya standing on third. McAnally reaching on the error.
And we're going to get a visit to the mound. As officially it will go as an error.
And that's going to do it for Luke Dowdy. We have a pitching change we'll tell you all about when we come back after this. You're tuned in to the 2023 AA West State Tournament, or excuse me, AA West Regional Tournament, presented by Signature Real Estate Group on mylocalradio.com.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When you get to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. Best Western Dunmar Inn, Evanston.
I'm Officer Kevin Malatesta, Public Information Officer for the Cheyenne Police Department. Cheyenne Police Department for the May mobilization is really looking for people who aren't seatbelted in their cars. It's a secondary violation in Wyoming, but as we make traffic stops for speeding, cell phones, whatever it may be, we're going to be looking to make sure that people have their seatbelts on. As we've gone over, seatbelts do save lives, and way too many people in Wyoming aren't wearing them. We want to make sure that people get home safely, get to see their families again. So if they're involved in a car accident and that seatbelt is on, there's a much higher likelihood of that person making it through that accident, making it through without injuries even. When we have crashes without seatbelts, the consequences are much more severe.
The strategic plan for Una County School District Number 4 states, through collaboration with the entire learning community, our mission is to instill problem-solving skills in our students that will translate to a rapidly changing global environment. We work to accomplish this by constantly improving student achievement, improving student academic and behavioral skills with a district that operates efficiently and effectively. Uinta County School District Number 4, excellence in teaching, opportunity through learning.
Seth Nielsen coming in for the Senators. He'll face Julian Romero. He is 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch to Romero misses for a ball.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast.
Swing and a miss for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike to Julian Romero. Struck out back in the first and then grounded out to the first baseman back in the third. And once again, for the second time in 3 innings, Cheyenne have sent 7 guys to the dish. That's a balk. Fake throw by Nielsen results in a balk, and that's going to balk home a run. 6-0 Cheyenne.
Balk will advance the runners and plate 1 for the Sixers.
I'll move McAnally to second.
And Tafoya comes home.
This one fouled off by Romero. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So if this score holds, it will be Portland versus Helena in a elimination game in Game 1 tomorrow. Game 3 will feature Cheyenne versus Pocatello.
Right.
In Game 3. I'm not going to say times because times are completely irrelevant, as we will start tomorrow with Game 1 at 8:30 in the morning, and it's going to be a rolling schedule, about 45 minutes in between games because of weather coming in. Tournament trying to hope to beat the weather. 3-2, swing and a miss for strike 3 and out number 3. So we are off to the 5th inning, and it is 6-0 as Cheyenne brings in 4 in the 5th. You're tuned in to the 2023 AA Northwest Region Tournament live on MyLocalRadio.com, presented by Signature Real Estate Group in Gillette.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, BAS, and our brand new cybersecurity, also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
Under 20 pitches thrown by Coulter McAnally as we enter the top of the 5th inning. And post 6 now, leading 6-0 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. As that'll bring up Walker Bennett. He grounded out to the shortstop last time up, and really his only time up, but it'll be his first time facing off against McAnally. Two errors for the Senators. First pitch to Bennett, fouled away for strike one. So no one count to Bennett with Bo Bondmiller on second and Cole Graham standing in the hole. Swing and a miss for strike two. McAnally with the 0-2. And second verse, same as the first. It's 5 up, 5 strikeouts versus Coulter McAnally.
Unbelievable, man. He is on a roll.
Here's Bo Baummiller. And I mean, when you're throwing under 20 pitches in over an inning pitched, you're going to keep that pitch count down and be able to come back. As this one is a bunt down the third base line. McAnally barehands it. Oh, no, and the runner, Baummiller, trips on his way to first. He got up, kind of grabbed that wrist. Now grabbing his shoulder.
He did fall, but he fell awkwardly, and now he's holding his left arm, kind of the wrist and forearm area. He's gone down awkwardly and hurt the arm, but either way, he's going to be out.
Aaron, let's take a break. As they work this out, you're tuned into the 2023 AA Northwest Regional Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Signature Real Estate Group in Gillette.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Baummiller is up and walking off on his own power, so that's good to see. Here's Cole Graham to come in with 2 down. Popped out to the catcher to begin the third, last time up. As McAnally will step back onto the rubber.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC.
Red.
First pitch misses inside for ball 1. One 0 on the way to Cole Graham. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 up high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Feels like this is the first time that McAnally has trailed a batter in the count. 2-1 on the way. Catches the inside part of the zone. Beautiful looking pitch for strike 2.
Yeah, they thought we'd be smart. Let's bunt. Let's make him come down off the mound and hopefully maybe we'll get an infield hit. But he makes an incredible play.
This one chopped down the third base line. Yeah, he barehands it on the bounce and just fires it over. It would have been an out either way, no matter what happened with the runner.
Right, it was going to be an out whether the runner makes it all the way down the baseline or not. But 5 strikeouts in a row, then it comes up with a play like that.
2-2 up high, full count. Starting to see a little bit why University of Utah was so anxious to have him. Full count on the way. And that goes down as a walk. So it's the first walk, first base runner against McAnally in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 batters faced. That'll bring up Manu Mello who was thrown out on the rundown when McAnally entered the game. First pitch, swing, and a foul ball behind the Union broadcast booth. He did reach on a single. So, top of the 5th inning. Graham standing over on first, worked a walk. The 1. Catches the inside part of the zone. Mello thought that was pretty close to him, danced away, but the umpire says, no, it's there for strike 2. McAnally from the stretch and the 0-2 with 2 down. Chopper right back to McAnally, gathers it, just soft toss over to first in time for out number 3. No runs, no hits, 1 walk. It's 6-0. Post 6 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. We're off to the bottom of the 5th. You're tuned in to the 2023 AA Northwest Regional Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Signature Real Estate Group in Gillette.
Red Devil pride runs deep with the team at Callis Automotive. Today's students are tomorrow's leaders. You'll always find quality products at fair prices at Callis Automotive. We're proud to serve our customers, our community, and our Evanston Red Devils. Stop in today. Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at West Star Printing design your business cards. Now with same day and next day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit West Star Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. West Star Printing, 307-789-5202.
6-0 post 6, and for the Cheyenne squad, it'll be the 4, 5, 6 batters: Corey Williams, Hayden Swain, and Caden Anderson. Williams worked a 4-pitch walk back in the second, ground out to the shortstop. He'll lead things off, and coming into this tournament, there was a lot of talk about handicapping this thing, and a lot of people said Cheyenne and Pocatello. We've seen Pocatello. We've definitely seen Cheyenne. What are your thoughts so far?
Cheyenne is going to be tough for anybody. A tough matchup. They've got good pitching. They're able to take Romero out after just 31 pitches, so he can come back after 1 day's rest. They hit the ball well. They're going to be a tough matchup for anybody.
Here's Corey Williams as Seth Nielsen will begin his first full inning in his journey. Misses away for ball 1.
Luke Dowdy goes 3 2/3. He gives up 4 hits, 6 runs. He walked 2, struck out 3, and hit 1. And had a couple of wild pitches as well.
1-0 finds the zone for 1 ball, 1 strike. So those are the numbers on Dowdy, who's on the line for the loss, as that one's up high. 1 ball, no strikes. McAnally, though, should he start the next inning, he will be eligible for the win if he gets through it. 2-1 on the way, as we did have that question come up earlier in the day, and they did verify that you have to pitch 5 innings to be eligible for the win.
Well, at this point, he would be the pitcher of record no matter what.
3-1 on the way. Check swing, and that is going to be a 5-pitch walk to Corey Williams, his second walk of the day. And I'll bring up Hayden Swain, who is 1 for 2 with the double, came around and scored. Got things rolling in the last inning. And Swain has been seeing the ball especially well. I believe he was the state tournament MVP this last week over in Jackson, Wyoming. First pitch to Swain finds the zone for strike 1. Caden Anderson stands on deck, and Nolan Horton in the hole. Next pitch to Swain finds the zone for strike 2. So 0-2 count to Swain. Struck out swinging back in the second. 0-2. Ooh, curveball just misses high. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
With those numbers for Luke Dowdy, you could say, boy, with the errors behind him, he could almost sue for lack of support.
Huh.
But the big problem was in that 4th inning, the guys put on base and allowed to move to a different base were all his fault. Walks, hit batters, wild pitches.
2-2 count to Swain. Pitch.
Got him.
And that will send Swain down looking for out number 1.
Goes down on strikes.
On ramp, Caden Anderson. 1 for 2 on the day with a single. Came around and scored in the second. Grounded out to the first baseman last time up in the last inning. The pitch. That one misses for a ball. 32 pitches thrown by Coulter McAnally so far. 6 pitches thrown by Nielsen coming into this inning. 1-0 on the way. Runner decides to go, and Graham can't make the transfer. Easily taking second is Williams.
He did swing at the pitch, however, so it's a strike, and it's 1-1. It's kind of a late defensive swing, trying to protect the runner and hamper the catcher from making a play. But the catcher dropped the ball and couldn't make the transfer anyway.
1-1 finds the zone for strike 2. Horton stands on deck. Reisendorfer is in the hole. 1-2 on the way. Chopper right back at the second baseman. Fuzi now puts it over to the first baseman for out number 1. Fuzesi with the put out.
That's the second out.
Excuse me, yep. So 2 down after the strikeout looking to Swain, and then Anderson grounds out to the second baseman. Here's Horton. Reached on an error and came and walked with a run scored and an RBI. The pitch. Breaking ball stays high for ball 1. On the way. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Got a little bit of it. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 Horton. Reisdorfer stands on deck. Coates in the hole. And the 1-1. Finds the zone for strike 2. So 2 down, 1-2 count to Nolan Horton. 1 on. That's Corey Williams standing on third as he advanced on the Caden Anderson ground out. Swing and a foul ball towards the third base dugout that houses the Sixers. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, 2 on the way. Chopper right at the shortstop. Gloved in on the bounce by Baumiller. Throws to first in the dirt. Corey Williams scores. And reaching on the RBI single is Horton. That'll bring up Reisdorfer as it is now 7-0 post 6.
24-4.
Coates is out, it looks like. And nope. That is Reisdorfer, excuse me. So I'm not sure what was going on there. Reisdorfer, though, the left fielder, 0 for 2 with the strikeout, swing, and a foul for strike 1.
That run given up here in this inning, courtesy of the leadoff walk to open the inning.
Uncharacteristic mistakes bringing runners in. Of course, walks the balk in the last inning as that one misses.
Yeah. 2 wild pitches. It's been a little bit of everything for the Helena pitching staff here today.
1-1 on the way. Swing and a miss. Ball down in the dirt. Good stop by Graham, though. Staying at first is Horton. For Nolan Horton, though, that is a 1 for 2 ball game so far with 2 RBIs. As 1 has come in for post 6. They lead it 7-0 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Swing and a miss, and off speed to end the inning. So 1 run comes in on 1 hit, 1 walk, and it's 7-0 Cheyenne going into the bottom of the 5th. You're tuned in to the 2023 AA Northwest Regional tournament live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette.
Water testing, community enhancement grants, seedling trees and wildflowers, classroom lessons and specialty workshops, composting and conservation of water and soil. The Uintah County Conservation District is here to serve Uintah County residents. Visit our website today, uintahcountycd.com.
I buckle up because there's been too many fatalities around our house where somebody would have survived if they'd been wearing their seatbelt.
I definitely wear my seatbelt to keep him safe. I wear it just for safety.
I buckle up because my mom makes me.
I buckle up to set a good example for my kids and to make sure they stay safe.
Getting home safe to my family. I buckle up because it keeps me safe. Go Pups, buckle up!
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Leading off for the Senators, it'll be Sam Ark, the left fielder. First pitch misses for a ball. Ark only one at bat. He got a single back in the third. That was what brought in McAnally. Next pitch finds the zone low and away for strike one. Coulter McAnally with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikeouts as that one is flared into shallow left field. That's another single for Sam Ark.
Single to lead off for the Senators by Sam Ark.
That'll bring up Tyson Mooney, 0 for 2 today. A ground out to the third baseman and a strikeout swinging.
Number 2, Tyson Mooney.
He's looking like Babe Ruth all of a sudden. He's got 2 of the 3 hits.
Yeah. McAnally comes set the pitch. Swing and a fly ball into right field. Running up making the catch is Williams for out number 1. I'll now bring up Aaron Fuzesi for the Senators.
Here's the problem for Helena's offense today. The first 6 batters in the lineup, they have nothing to show for anything they've done. They're 0 for.
First pitch, swing and a miss. You're absolutely right. As Mooney, the leadoff man, 0 for 3. Fuzesi, second, 0 for 2. Bratlin, 0 for 2. Cleanup man, 0 for 2. Walker Bennett, 0 for 2. And the 6th man, 0 for 2.
The bottom 3 batters in the lineup are 3 for 5 plus a walk, but haven't got a man past first base.
The 1-1 on the way. Inside, 2 balls, 1 strike. The closest that the Senators have had to getting a runner was Manu Mello over to second, and then he was thrown out on a pickle when McAnally entered the game.
He was thrown out trying to steal second base. He was picked off.
Yeah. 2-2 count to Fuzesi.
It's pretty bad when you say that the closest we got to getting a guy to second base was when he got picked off at first.
2-2 on the way. Fouls that one into the back screen for another 2-2 count. Cheyenne, though, well, we've had a feeling they would probably be booking their tickets to match up with Pocatello at some point. The way the bracket drew out, looks like it's going to be tomorrow in Game 3.
Just hope, knock on wood, that the weather stays away and they can get the game in without any problems.
3-2 counts. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and that's the second strikeout by Fuzesi to McAnally. So that's 2 down, 1 on for Bratlin. 0 for 2. Ground out to the second baseman, and then caught looking against McAnally in the 4th. And that's going to do it for McAnally. Definitely a great effort here by him. We're going to step aside and we come back. We'll tell you the new Post 6 pitcher is. You're tuned in to the 2023 AA Regional Tournament Northwest Regional Tournament, live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Signature Real Estate Group in Gillette.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, EAS, and our brand new cybersecurity, also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
Braden Pearson, the new pitcher for the Cheyenne Sixers, as with a runner on first. We can't quite close the book on McAnally, as McAnally will go back to shortstop. So Coates will go to second. Tafoya back to third, and McAnally back to shortstop. So I think we got it all figured out.
So the new pitcher, Braden Pearson, just a little guy, 5'10", 180 pounds.
And a sophomore from Cheyenne East High School.
Our little guy engineer over here is complaining that Pearson's bigger than he is.
First pitch finds the zone for strike one, and he's only a sophomore, class of 2025.
We're sorry, Aaron.
Pitch. Inside. Poor ball. It's, I don't know, whatever. Strike two. 2 counts.
Things are just better left alone.
Chopper in the gap between first and second. And now that moves Ark to second. Bratlin with the single. And this is the closest that Helena has had to having something brewing for a minute. Really, it ties the closest they've been in the entire game. Here's Perlinski. 0-2 count. Or excuse me, 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. 2 down, runners on first and second. First pitch to Perlinski, taken away from the left-hander for ball 1.
So the top 6 now in the Helena lineup are collective 1 for 15 on the day.
That is something I'm sure they will be talking about in the hotel room tonight. The 1-0 on the way. Almost got a piece out of them. Good moves there by Perlinski. 2 balls, no strikes. Pearson, sophomore, delivers home. And that one misses low and in. For ball 3, 3-0 count to Perlinski. 2 down, trying to get out of this inning and send it to the 6th. Or, excuse me, send it to the bottom of the 6th as that one is fouled away. 3 balls, 1 strike. Runner on second is Ark. Runner on first is Bratlin, excuse me. And both of them got a single. And there's a 5-pitch walk to Perlinski to load the bases. So that'll move Bratlin to second, Ark to third, and now here's Walker Bennett, the designated hitter. 0 for 2, ground out to the shortstop, and a strikeout swinging victim back in the 5th Pearson the pitch. Swing and a foul ball for strike one against Bennett.
Storage foul ball. Collect it and take it back to the concession stand. One down.
Pearson peers into the glove of Caden Anderson. The 0-1. Swing and a miss for strike two. Bases loaded, 0-2 count, 2 down here in the 6th. First time that Helena has had a runner on third all game. Pearson with the 0-2. This one hit hard down the third base line, brought in by Tafoya. Throw across in time for out number 3. So no runs come in. 3 stranded as we head to the bottom of the 6th. You're tuned in to the 2023 AA Northwest Regional Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. From insulation and scaffolding to paintings and coatings, our crews are standing by to assist with new construction, maintenance projects, facility shutdowns, and more. Contact us today to ensure your assets are protected and functional. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Dylan Wilcutt will be the next pitcher for the Helena Senators. So we'll close the book on Nielsen. But yeah. Wilcutt will have to face the top of the order, Tafoya, McAnally, Romero, to get this thing going. And Dan, you talked about how the top 6 were 1 for 15 in that last inning. For Cheyenne, the top 6 are actually not doing that much better. Only Hayden Swain and Caden Anderson with hits in the top 6. Has a lot of walks being worked by that top of the order by Cheyenne.
7 of their 9 hitters have reached the base in the game. The only ones that haven't are Reinsdorf and Romero, with 5 strikeouts and 6 at bats between them. But everybody else has reached base at least once, and the only one that hasn't scored out of those is McAnally, who's got as far as second base.
Here is Mason Tafoya. Worked a walk and then was balked home back in the 4th. 7-0 Cheyenne on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Here is Dylan Wilcutt with his first offering. And a swing and a fly ball into right field. Coming up and making the catch is Bratlin for out number 1. I'll now bring up Coulter McAnally. He's reached on an error, but before that, flew out to the right field, flew out to center field. That's not McAnally. Check that. That was Coates that led things off. This is Tafoya now. I looked at it wrong on my scorecard. So this is Tafoya. Because Reisendorf struck out to end the inning. So
okay.
So Tafoya again 0 for 2 with a walk, full count walk, but then was balked home. Pitch to Tafoya. Catches the inside low corner for strike 1. So Coates ends his 2 for 2 game with flying out to right field. Still a 2 for 3 game as Tafoya pops out into foul territory, and that'll drop just out of play for strike 2. 0-2 count. Another reminder, tomorrow's first game will start at 8:30, and then it'll be a rolling schedule from there out for day 2, with about 45 minutes separating games. The 0-2, or 1-2 to Tafoya, and that hit him, but the umpire, I think, is telling him you didn't make the effort to get out of the way. Took off his shin guard and now has to put it back on. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. So it hit him, but I think the umpire said no. 2-2 on the way. This one hit down the third baseline, foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
So you're not going to let me have 1 base? Okay, I'll hit the ball in the corner and take 3 instead.
Yeah. Tafoya is still looking for that first base hit of the game. 2-2 count to Tafoya. Wilcutt kicks and deals. In the dirt. And we got a full count to Tafoya with Coulter McAnally standing on deck.
Seven nothing, and this game in reality has not even been that close.
3-2 on the way. And it's a walk. So second walk in a row for Tafoya. And he worked a full count walk last time as well. So good at bats these last 2 times for Tafoya. Here's Coulter McAnally. Reached on an error, made it to second, but then was stranded when Julian Romero struck out. So nobody on, or excuse me, 1 on, 1 down. First pitch to McAnally, check swing high, 1 ball. Tafoya standing on first. He's got speed, so we'll see if he does try to take off as Wilcutt keeps an eye on him. The pitch. Chopper down the third base line, brought in by Mooney. Throw to second for 1, to first.
Safe.
Not in time. So it'll cut down Tafoya on the 6-4. McAnally, 5-4 rather. McAnally on the fielder's choice reaches first. So 2 down for Julian Romero, 0 for 3 today. And as you mentioned, one of 2 Cheyenne batters not to reach base. First pitch to Romero gets away from Graham. 1 ball, no strikes. The other one was Ethan Reisdorfer, but we heard he has been substituted out for the new pitcher, Pearson. 1-0 to Romero. Misses low. 2 balls, no strikes. Comes out around the belt. The pitch. McAnally takes off for second. He's going to get in there by a landslide. So 3-0 count to Romero. Trying to get on base for the first time today, the left-hander, against the left-handed pitcher, Dylan Wilcutt. Comes set. 3-0 home. Inside, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Romero. That'll now bring up Corey Williams, who worked a 5-pitch walk last time.
Brings up the right fielder, number 16, Corey Williams.
Dylan Wilcutt, 5'10", junior from Helena High. First pitch down in the dirt to Williams for a ball. So Romero stands on first, worked the 4-pitch walk. McAnally reached on a fielder's choice, the 1-0, swing and a miss for strike 2 to Corey Williams, but he did steal second. Hayden Swain stands on deck, 1 for 3 today, and so is Caden Anderson, 1 for 3 in the hole. 1-1 on the way. Swing and skies that one into shallow center field. Coming over and making the catch is the shortstop, Bob Miller, and that is the end of the inning. So no runs come in on no hits and a walk. You're tuned in to the 2023 AA State Tournament, AA Northwest Regional Tournament, presented by Signature Real Estate Group in Gillette on mylocalradio.com.
Freeway Tire offers a nationwide service protection plan that covers service parts and labor on select systems, keeping your vehicle on the road. Plus, it includes coverage for towing, lockout service, flat tire changing, fuel, oil, and water delivery service, and jump starts. Knowing that your vehicle is covered at over 50,000 dealer locations nationwide provides that peace of mind wherever you are. Get the details. Visit Freeway Tire and ask about the service protection plan. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been proudly owned and operated in Wyoming for over 50 years, providing reliable service, friendly staff, and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We always strive to be the premier business partner for our customers. Western Wyoming Beverages services Rock Springs, Green River, Jackson, Evanston, Kemmer, Pinedale, Wamsutter, Big Piney, Mountain View, and Lyman. Go Red Devils!
Cheyenne 3 outs away from advancing to the winners bracket semifinals against Pocatello tomorrow in our game 3. It will be the 6-7-8 batters due up, Baumiller, Graham, and Mello. First pitch to Baumiller in there for strike number 1. Next one to Baumiller, popped up into center left field, ranging over, making the catch is Horton for out number 1.
Left fielder, out number 1. Brings up number 5, Cole Graham.
So a fly out to center field.
That was actually Brendan Beatty who was at the plate.
So he was probably over at shortstop earlier. 1-0 to Graham. As Pearson kicks and deals. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Manu Mello on deck, and then Sam Ark, who is swinging the hot bat in the hole for Helena. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And the 1-2 to Pearson. This one, slow roller down the first baseline, foul. So we'll do it all over again. McAnally, the pitcher on record right now, and you got to think he looks very good for the win with a 7-run lead. And then, unfortunately, it looks like Luke Dowdy on the hook for the loss. 1-2 on the way from Pearson. Got him right in the shoulder, too. So that'll put Graham on first. Here's Manu Mello, who is 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out to the pitcher. The pitch. Chopper right back at the first baseman. Thought about the out at second. Instead, will underhand that one over to Pearson. The pitcher able to take care of business, and the 3-1 putout makes it 2 down. Graham makes it to second. Now here's Sam Ark, 2 for 2 today.
Sometimes discretion is the better part of valor. He realized he didn't have a play, so he took what out he could get. That was at first base.
Well, down to their final out for this one. It's the Senators. First pitch to Ark. Finds the zone away high for strike 1. Comes set around the belt. 0-1 home. Finds the zone, and down to their final strike, it's Helena. Pearson now comes set. The 0-2. Slow roller down the first baseline. Foul. And we're doing it all over again. Tyson Mooney stands on deck if they get to him. He's 0 for 3. Matter of fact, the top 3 in the order are 1 for 9 on the day. 0-2 on the way to Arc. Gets away through the legs of Anderson. And coming home, the throw is not in time. It actually goes past the pitcher and rolls to second. And scoring is Cole Graham. That's on a wild pitch. And the first run comes in for Helena. 1-2, misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Arc with nobody down. Or excuse me, nobody on, 2 down. 2-2 on the way. Slow roller towards the second baseman, brought in by Coates. Throw to first, in time, and post 6 is through to the winners semifinal against Pocatello tomorrow in Game 3. Helena will play in Game 1 against Portland in an elimination game. Your final score, it's 7-1 Pocatello, or excuse me, 7-1 Cheyenne. And we'll be right back after this on a 2023 AA Northwest Region Tournament live on mylocalradio.com, presented by Signature Real Estate Group of Gillette.
Do something good for yourself. Give your home a new look. At Kazine's Furniture in Evanston, their friendly staff will help you make your home a peaceful and beautiful place to be. Comfortable furniture, appliances, artwork, lighting, and accessories work together to create an enjoyable and inviting atmosphere in your home. Make your living and sleeping space a wonderful place to be. With brands like Serta, Ashley, GE, and more, visit Kazine's Furniture at 941 Front Street in Evanston.
Dad, I heard that human eyes can distinguish between 1 to 10 million different colors. Is that true?
That is true. The human eye is amazing. We use our eyes not only to work and learn, but also to simply enjoy the beauty that surrounds us. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we care about each individual's eye health needs. Whether a person is looking for computer glasses, polarized sunglasses to assist in outdoor hobbies, contact lenses, or has general eye health needs, we are here to listen to our patients' thoughts and concerns to help them enjoy their amazing eyes.
Call today to schedule an appointment. 789-3937.
You're invited to come in and visit with the team at Cache Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley today. Our customers are our friends. If you haven't ever been in, stop in today. We'd love to get to know you. If you haven't been in for a while, stop in and let's get caught up. And if you were here yesterday, come back again soon. You always have an open invitation to visit the crew at Cache Honda Yamaha, where our customers are our friends, on US 91 between Logan and Smithfield.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Get a degree or certification, earn your high school GED, get job skills, become CPR certified, or use our free 3D printers and tools. These are just a few of the opportunities available at Uinta BOCES number 1. Call 307-789-5742 to learn more.
All right, we just heard that opening ceremonies will take place in about 10 minutes, so we need to end this stream so we can get to the other one. Anyway, it's time for your Jimmy John's Free Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's in Evanston, Rock Springs, Sheridan, and right here in Gillette. Well, in a game that lasted an hour and 48 minutes, Cheyenne post 6 gets the scoring started in the bottom of the second, score 4 in the fourth, and 1 in the fifth. And then finally, Helena gets on the board with a wild pitch in the seventh, scoring Cole Graham all the way from first after he was hit by a pitch. Your winning pitcher, it's Coulter McAnally. Luke Dowdy takes the loss. In the loss, it's 3 2/3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 6 runs, 3 earned, 2 walks to 4 strikeouts. For the starter Romero, he goes 2 1/3 innings pitched for Cheyenne, 2 hits, no walks, no runs, and 2 strikeouts. Coulter McAnally comes in relief, gets the win, 3 1/3, 1 hit, 1 walk, no runs, and 6 strikeouts. Pearson closes it down on an inning and a third. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 run, it was earned, 1 walk, no strikeouts. Nielsen and Wilcott each contribute to Helena in relief. And that is our Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston. Not in Evanston, in Evanston, Rock Springs, Sheridan, and right here in Gillette. Moving on to our Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Dentistry for the whole family. Call 307-789-8910 in Evanston, Wyoming. And Dan, I think we got to give it to Coulter McAnally in the 4th inning, striking out the side.
Absolutely. I mean, he struck out those 3 batters. It actually 3 of 5 in a row that he had to come in and start his appearance in the game here today, and was really dominant. He faced 11 batters in the game, retired 10 of the 11 that he faced. He came in and kind of fell into a golden situation and slammed the door after taking the ball from the skipper and picking up in relief for Julian Romero, and really took what little steam that the Senators had and took it right away from him.
That is our Dr. McKay Franco Precision Play of the Game. Moving on to our Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages in Western Wyoming. Pepsi, that's what I like. Well, and what do we like? What wins in the postseason? It's pitching, and Coulter McAnally, how can you not give it to him? 3 1/3 innings pitched, 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk to 6 strikeouts. And then on top of that, at the plate, he doesn't record a hit, but he does reach on an error. So he's one of the 8 Cheyenne hitters who is able to reach here tonight. So Coulter McAnally is our Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. Pepsi, that's what I like. And that is going to do it for our coverage of Game 3 of Day 1 of the 2022 Northwest AA Regional Tournament here at Hladky Stadium in Gillette. Big thank you to our presenting sponsor, of course. That is Signature Real Estate Group in Gillette, Wyoming. And we're going to go ahead and call this one a broadcast. We will see you guys in about 7 minutes for opening ceremonies on the Gillette versus Lakeside Recovery out of Bellevue, Washington stream. So join us there on mylocalradio.com. On behalf of my broadcast partner, Dan Hubbard, and our producer and engineer, Mr. Aaron Poling, I'm Elan, saying we'll see you next time.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on mylocalradio.com.